Is Ms. Treadwell on the docket today?
She is.
Hey everyone, let's get right into it. Watch how this court wrestles with program eligibility. Confusing, right? It shows how even lawyers can mix up treatment options. Do you think judges should have more control over rehab placements? Drop your thoughts below.
Okay.
She's
Did you guys, are we doing it today or what?
we would like to, Your Honor. So, I approached on Monday on this, and you granted us Santa Maria. I was mistaken in that Santa Maria allows children of Brianna's children's age there. So Brianna, she had been working with Santa Maria Hospital, and the LCDCs there had been speaking with her about the Women with Children program. And that's what I thought I was approaching on. Okay, the Women with Children program. Apparently, Santa Maria and the Women with Children program, Santa Maria, are not one and the same. And so that is what we would request. We want the Women with Children program.
So the Women with Children program is a community residential program. She'll have to go through that process of getting enrolled there.
But that's not through Harris County.
That one's
No.
not through Harris County.
I can't, that's not something that we can,
Court order it is what we're saying.
we don't, it's
Because
not
we
part
can't
of
be-
our like regimen, so to speak. There's not been, accepted to be part of like HUA, SATA, DDRP. That's their own thing. And so it's not geared for,
Oh, I need to sharpen up on that one. I was understood. Okay. And so Santa Maria be the 6-month program? Okay.
it all depends on her. It all depends on her. If she responds well to treatment, yeah. But if she doesn't and she puts up a fight or she's like defiant and not doing what she's supposed to be doing, then it could.
Well, she's been in a program for 2 months now, Your Honor. And I believe Ms.
I'm not, and I
Treadwell would
don't
like
want to do this again. And we've done this like literally.
Understood, but I guess at the least, Your Honor, if Ms. Treadwell could at least address the court,
No. You can just get it done. Please. All right. So Ms. Treadwell, you're charged with 2 counts of driving while intoxicated. I think the agreement is they're going to dismiss 1, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Is it 18 months this time or is it 15 months?
It is
18
18 months
months.
this time.
Okay, so Ms. Treadwell, like I said, you're charged with 2 counts of driving while intoxicated. You have worked out an agreement where they're going to dismiss one of those cases in exchange for your plea bargain agreement. On the second case, the agreement is 180 days in jail to be probated for 18 months. As part of this agreement, you will do a TRAS, which you have already done to comply with the TRAS conditions. You will do a DWI repeat offender education class, 4 victim impact panels, no breath test refusal, meaning that if you were pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. If you don't, then you're in violation of this agreement. You must do.
This is the meat of the deal: 18 months of probation with strict rules. No alcohol, drug tests, parenting classes. It sounds tough, but is it enough to prevent repeat offenses? Let me know if you'd prefer jail time or probation for DWI cases.
No drugs, no alcohol, random testing, $100 donation to the Houston Food Bank, 20 hours of community service. You do have children, right? I think that we would better serve a parenting class instead of the 20 hours of just mindless.
Yes.
Are you okay with that, Blaze? A parenting class in lieu of the community service? Okay. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accuser. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. There's no turning around. There's no coming back. You are on a probation. If you violate this probation, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will be looking at 180 days in jail if you do. You understand? Okay. Does she have any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor.
This is just these two?
Two,
Okay.
yes.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? Okay, I'm gonna find you guilty. I'm gonna follow the agreement, send you to it. Now she's going into treatment. Does she go in now?
It's up to you. I can have her do a walkthrough or she can wait in custody. It's about a 2-month wait.
Your Honor, we would request if she can remain out in the community until.
Does she have a scram on now?
She does.
I don't know what device she has. on.
What does she have on now?
There's both scram and a GPS.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm okay with waiting on the outside. Just remember, you're still under bond condition while you're waiting. If you fail to turn yourself in, a warrant will issue and you're looking at a ton of time. You understand? So don't do anything you shouldn't do because it's only going to end up with a further sentence. You understand? Okay, so you gonna get in contact with her when the bed opens up and then she goes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, man. Now, you need to understand for the rest of your life, when you get pulled over, all officers look are how many DWIs that you have. You ever have a funky smell in your car, whatever it is, it's probably not going to go well. So for the rest of your life, even if something magical happens where you're going out and you have half a glass of wine, don't get into a car. From now on, you're also facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You understand? Okay, good luck, man.
Court costume?
You can run a CC. Okay, all right, good luck.
Your Honor.
Please see.
Mr. Fleming, first name is Aiden,
Okay,
he is in the courtroom.
it's a DWI.
It is not, it is
It's a gun case.
gun in a car. There was a felony drug case that was filed, which made the gun a crime. The felony drug case has been dismissed.
Blaze, balls in your court. What do you
Yeah,
wanna do?
so, Your Honor,
Was it pursuant to like a RIC or something like that, or?
It was pursuant to there being no lab report.
yes.
So what was the lab?
There is no lab report.
So, I mean, I told against counsel, I mean,
What do you mean there's no lab?
we never got a lab report back on the underlying felony. So they dismissed it.
More common than you might think, Your Honor.
Really? What, I mean, does it just fall through the cracks? What the hell?
Judge,
Does the officer submit?
It's a matter of time, Your Honor. The labs are so backed up, the DA's office has just said,
Case that everybody's now, what's that case that everybody's citing now? Heath, is it Heath? Yeah, it's Heath, right?
Yes.
Is that the one
So
that's-
the thing with Heath, though, is that we don't, the difference with the labs is, the felony where you get screwed in the labs is you hit your indictment time, and you're like, no, I'm glad that can't die. With Heath, I think technically, because the lab reports aren't in our possession, is the DA's office or the state, and it doesn't become a Heath issue. Like body cases would, because the police are considered the state. It's not a lot, but this case, it's more, you run a issue with the grand jury indictment, it was not mine. And if you get it there on bond, you get 180, you don't have a lab report, you can't take that in a grand jury. At which point then they're by law or.
well,
So if
It
we
is-
dismiss this case because there's no labs, how do we go forward?
That's what we're approaching.
we're asking you to reconsider probable cause, Your Honor.
Come up, Mr. Fleming. What was the alleged substance, cocaine?
It was.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
So, Mr. Fleming, you get one life. You don't get redos in this life. And I can tell you how many lives I've seen ruined because they party, try to have fun, and you unfortunately get something that's laced with fentanyl and then you die. Now, or worse, you become a lifelong addict and you start doing crazy ass things that you would never do just to feed the habit. I've seen people deteriorate before my eyes here because they get hooked and
This is a powerful moment. The judge really lays it out: fentanyl risks, ruined lives, and the importance of education. It's raw and real. Do these speeches actually help defendants change? Let's discuss in the comments.
don't ruin your life. You only have one. You need to make the best of it. You get into school, Get knowledge. Knowledge is power. And when you have knowledge, you can do things. That's how you make money. This life is about one thing, money. And when you have it, life is freaking great. When you don't, it freaking sucks. I'm telling you, don't waste it. I'm going to find no probable cause in your case. Do something worthwhile. All right. Thanks, guys. Okay.
I've seen.
Good luck, Mr.
Excuse me.
Yes.